Good morning, Year 4. Our English lesson today then, we are moving into writing our persuasive letter. So we are focusing on using paragraphs in our writing. As our anchor then, why do we use paragraphs? So what is a paragraph? A paragraph is a group of sentences within a piece of writing, which is written about the same idea or topic. Paragraphs are often separated by missing a line between them. But why do we use them? So pause the video and in your books or on a piece of paper, mind map why you think we use paragraphs. So pause the video now. Okay, so some ideas you may have might be to show the author has changed time, place or argument. So we'd maybe show this using a fronted adverbial as well. To organise what is being explained in our text. To make it easier to read, to group our ideas together, and to explain or describe an idea in detail. So here are some examples of some sentences, and I want you to have a little look at them and think how you would group them. So read the sentences below and group them into sentences which talk about the same idea or topic. Okay? Pause the video, have a little look. Okay, so that should have helped you to have a little think about how we link topics together, link ideas together into one paragraph. If it's about a different topic, then we'd start a new paragraph. So today we are going to begin writing our letter and we're going to do just the first two paragraphs, okay? So we're going to have our introduction and our first point to our argument. So what does each section need to include? Well, in our introduction, we know that we need a salutation. So we need to say, Dear Mr. Arable, because that's who we're writing to. We need to have an overview of why we've written the letter. Okay? So we need to describe that we are writing the letter because we want to persuade Mr. Arable to save the runt pig. And we're going to have a brief summary of our points. So what we are going to say in our letter. And then moving on to our second paragraph, point 1. Okay, we need to introduce our first argument, so our first statement. Then we need to, we could give some sort of fact or opinion to support this idea. And then we need to use lots of emotive language, don't we, which we worked on yesterday to try and persuade Mr. Arable to think the same as us. Okay, so if we begin the first part of our letter then, we need our address on the right at the top from where we are writing from. So that's the Waterside address. On the left we need to write the address of where we are writing to. And then we need to start with our salutation, so Dear Mr. Arable, and try and answer these 3 questions in your first paragraph. So what is the issue in question? What is your view on this topic and why are you writing this letter? Okay, so I've given some starter sentences to help you if you get stuck, but I'd like you to pause the video and write your first introductory paragraph. Okay, so do that now. Right then, you should have finished your introductory paragraph. You could have used my sentence starters, which I have put here, or you could have thought of your own. So now we're going to go on to our second paragraph, which is point 1. And when we write in paragraphs that need some, that are persuasive, that need facts or opinions to support what you're trying to say, we start to use point, evidence, explain, PEE. So point, write the main idea you want to talk about. Evidence, prove your point. So you could use a fact or opinion here. And explain, so explain how that evidence links to your point. So let's look at an example. Okay, so how important is money to Jessie J? So our point is Jessie J thinks that money is the most important thing in life. The evidence we have is because it says in her song lyrics, sorry, it's not the most important thing in life, because in her lyrics she says it's not about the price tag, we just want to make the world dance. Okay, so we've found evidence from her song lyrics. And explaining that, this tells us that she is not motivated by earning lots of money, but by making music which gets people dancing. So, I want you to write your second paragraph using point, evidence, explain. So you could say, I strongly believe that runts should not be killed because they make great pets. To support this, facts state that 75% of runt pigs who become household pets are stated to be friendly and caring. This proves that runt pigs should be rescued. Okay, so there's an example for you that you could magpie ideas from. Okay, I have given you some sentence starters again to help you. Try and write your own point. You use your plan on Friday to help you. And I've also included on the next slide the facts and opinions slide from last week, so that will help you with your evidence section. Okay, so today you should have written your introductory paragraph and you are now going to write your second paragraph. So 2 paragraphs of writing today, please, Year 4. Please remember to send your lessons and your learning to Class Dojo on your portfolio, not as a message. If you need any help with this, then send a message through to us and we will try and help you. Okay,